Generic greetings and welcome to Wanderburg. Today's beverage is a nice hearty and warming bovril. So welcome to the demo of Wanderburg. This is a roguelike about controlling a medieval moving castle, if there's such a thing. Essentially, we have to drive around the map and consume, well, everything from sheep to other large fortresses and different towers and some such to level up to get better crew equipment, different artifacts, etc. Now, I've played and displayed this on the channel in the past. I think it was a prototype, play testy type of thing, but this is the first publicly available demo. Links will be in the description as always. But let's go to start overworld and I'll show you a little bit of it. So I think there's only one level in the game at this stage. We've got Grasslands 1. You've also got Desert 1 and I'm guessing Desert 2 and Desert 3. Yeah, that's all not available in this version, which is 1.1 according to the bottom right there. You've also got Swamp and other grasslands. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to go over to this one here and we'll go to enter. And it will generate the world, and then we get to select a couple of options. Again, obviously limited because demo, but essentially you've got different vehicles here, which I think are all locked. However, we do have options for captains, so you've got your default Norbert the Normal, you've got Patchy the Pirate, so Yar, it says plus cannons do extra 100% damage, but also cannons do 100% damage back to you, ranging up to the Count, and then the Ludicrous one, which is a time witch. Speedrunners will love this, says the devs. The game runs twice as fast. That's the advantage. The disadvantage, the game runs twice as fast. It costs 15,000 generic units of currency, gold, to unlock that. I've only done one run, so I haven't got that. You got lumberjack, etc. We're pretty much going to go with default. So we have some archers as crew, but you can also get carpenters, which repair, and merchants, which generate food. You've got modules, so things like front ram, top mortar, mine layer. Side barracks, that's new since I last played. It sends out troops that fight for you. Cool. You've also got dash, so boosts really forwards. you got engines on the back there. A teleporter. Okay, we're getting on to more magic-y wizard stuff, and a fire wizard. Ooh, that could be interesting. Okay, we're just again going to go with default here. However, the artifact, I think we are going to go instead of bread, which is crew works 10% faster. We're going to go with repair wrench, so get option to discard upgrades to heal. So let's just start the run. So we start off in this castle here, and you can see we can move around. Now, when I last played it, I did enjoy it. However, my main concern was getting stuck. Essentially, you got to a point where you would basically be stuck with some enemies, even things like just one or two troops in front of you, and that would be it. You just couldn't move, even though the castle was, say, 10 times the size of the thing you were supposed to be rolling over or being able to eat. I think that might have been fixed. Anyway, so I've got a certain amount of gold there just by eating, well, everything in front of me. I think it was a couple of sheep, some plants, and some crops. And we get options for a cannon upgrade, or an archer crew. They are split into automatic or abilities. So the automatic one, which is the first upgrade here, basically doubles the damage, which is excellent. So we're going to pick that one up. And you can see that we now get that. The thing is always, always best to, I think, move. We've got at the top there the level that we're currently at, as well as our health, and then the time of the run, as well as the top right, which shows us the boss. So they're going to appear in about 2.5 minutes. This is just a bit of a tutorial here. Information on boosting. So it says, don't forget to hold shift to use your nitro. I do understand, so I can go shift and then we can boost. So there's some health here. I have lost a little bit of health, but not enough to warrant to pick that up there. So you can see we've got cannons that are automatically firing. We've got the archers as well. I'm going to go with, for this one, buy another upgrade. I'm going to go with this one in the middle, which is a cannon, automatic, and it's an uncommon one, so it's going to increase the damage there again. However, we have, like, say, a shift, so we can do some nitro boosts, and you can see there's things running away. Yes, we've got these towers that are running away, so I'm going to try and take them out myself. You'll meet all manner of different towers and things as you play, different enemies and upgrades and chests. Here we go. So choose a new module. So we've got a top mortar, we've got a rear mine layer. It shows the position at the top here, and then we've got a front ram. I think I'm going to go with the mortar because historically when I played it last, it was pretty good. This in the center here, by the way, is like a tower where if you destroy it, you gain certain, I think they're called artifacts. We have a new module upgrade. I'm going to go with with for this one here, again, it's uncommon, so you generally think that that is the best option. Not always, you know, it's not a automatic pick, but at this stage, we'll probably go with that one. So there's definitely some low-hanging fruit when we first start. So all of these crops and stuff, and you can see there. Oh, there we go. There's rare automatic. It goes from 4 to 8 charges for our archer crew. So we're going to pick that up. I'm going to try and grab one of these health boxes, although they are quite close together. So I might not be able to. Oh yeah, I'll be able to navigate around. That's okay. So let's go ahead and see if I can destroy this in the middle. So I'm activating my abilities here, which is shown at the bottom, and choose a new artifact. So we've got the overtime bonus, crew works 10% faster. That's what we could have picked at the start. We've got a weak gem, which is 5% more damage for magic, and then a wooden bow. I'm just going to go with overtime bonus, and there you go. And as I said, we've got some like easy pickups here just to get ourselves some quick levels. However, we've also got some more enemies. So we've got these guys here coming in. So we've previously had archers, but now we're also getting these guys with spears or lancers. Let's go with, for the next upgrade, I'm going to go with extra archer crew actually. And also I'm getting chased by this other cannon thing, so I'm going to activate some abilities. I'm going to get some health as well, because frankly we are getting a bit low. In fact, my health is actually I think under, yeah, I think we're on like 15%. That's not ideal. That is suboptimal. Very much so. Okay. I also don't want to get too close to that tower that we've just went past there. However, there is over here this other tower which will carry around some health. I think that's well, it's certainly a new tower to me. I don't know if it's new just for this build, or it was added, let's say, since I last played. But there we go. There's a cannon upgrade, which is for our cooldown, so we're going to pick that up there. We've got these bikers here that are coming in, but I am managing to take them out. And let's see if I can get a good hit on the tower. And I did get a couple of good hits, but I have taken some damage. So I'm just going to circle around here, because then that'll give us another upgrade. And we've got a tinderbox. Burning effects ignites, or burning enemies ignite each other when touching. We've also got a reset lever, reset all module cooldowns when leveling up, and golden bow, which is more arrow damage. We're going to go for that one. Okay, I'm also going to go towards the question marks, because that's going to indicate where we've got some things like health. There we go. So we're going to grab all of those. We've also got a magnet, which I think if you pick that up, we basically just start hoovering up all of the gold and other things around. So we'll do that. We'll take out this guy to gain ourselves some health. Bit of a reprieve now, actually, which is all good. Let's just bait the shots out there. Oh, okay. So that is a boss. So yeah, the boss has spawned. I actually didn't realize. So I can tell because on the top right it shows you the health of the boss and if it's spawned or not, which obviously it has, as well as yeah, we can see this thing here has a. I think we're going to get hit by this cannon. I might be able to dodge it. Oh, I just did. Yeah, that cannon shell is massive. And you can see there's like a crown above it to indicate that it's our boss. Also, there's that other thing wandering around. You might notice this is basically like it's a huge castle. And it just seems to sort of wander around, minding its own business for the most part. However, if you get close, it will still shoot you. You can see it's doing so just there. I'm going to try and take the boss out here because I've got an active ability, and if I can just circle around it, I should be okay. But the cannon shell is... yeah, the cannon actually has a decent tracking speed. Right, so I'm just going to slow it down for a second there because we've got a bit of a reprieve. The game can be quite frantic, but obviously we get breaks in between as we defeat the opponent. So we've beat the boss and we have our upgrades. So I'm going to go again with the rare, which is our cooldown ability. It takes from 40 seconds to 35 seconds, and the automatic is 2.5 as well, so that's pretty good. And then we also get now, because we've defeated the boss, a option for a level up in our vehicle itself. So we've got this one on the left, which is increased health. So health goes from 50 to 150, and speed is a little bit better, 16 up to 17. Or you can go the other way, which is increase in health only by 25, but your speed is dramatically increased from 16 to 25. I'm going to go with health. And truth be told, I've done a couple of runs, and I do feel like, yeah, unless there's something I'm missing drastically, which is always possible, obviously, I feel that always going for the health is better. It just feels like that's the better option. It just gives you a bit more of a safety net, and yes, you can get away, but there's no real point in having that extra speed if you can't actually do anything once you get to where you're going. But again, your mileage may vary. It's going to depend on upgrades and how you play and all of that sort of thing. And even if there is an issue in terms of balance, it's, you know, the first demo. We're not going to be overly critical on that one. There's that big castle thingy on the right there, and that's the technical term, obviously. So I need to defeat that at some point, but it's not a huge concern because it doesn't, like, you can avoid it quite easily. Tinderbox, wooden bow, or club. Burning enemies. I'm going to go with that one. And we've also got another castle type of thing in here, which is yeah, lots of archers. I'm going to head towards these other guys, and we will take these out to gain myself some health. You can see the mortar is firing. I'm sadly, however, out of nitro boost, and I want to sort of bait the shots out a little bit of this guy, and we'll sort of go around. But yeah, the movement does seem to be better. I'm going to fire here, and this should be a good bit of damage, and we'll ram into that. And okay, this thing is coming in. You can see I can happily just go around it, and I'm still doing damage to it. So, you know, we want to slowly put damage because it does give us some loot. In fact, I'm going to have a bit of a pass on just broadsiding it. There we go. Because we've still got 2.5 minutes in order for waiting for the next boss, as shown on the top right again. There is a mortar, again uncommon, so we'll pick that up. In terms of the other options for us, we're probably going to go with, well, previously I've ran with a... What did I run previously? Oh, that's much better. You see, I can just go over the enemies there. Instead of getting stuck, we just sort of hoover them up. So, om nom 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 nom. And that is job done. Okay, so I'm going to do another pass on here. Oh, a swarm in 10 seconds. Okay, that's suboptimal. I'm going to go pretty much behind this guy and sort of chase it in, but obviously I am aware that I'm using my shots on that. And oh, look at that, there we go, there's the swarm. So we'll go past them guys, we'll go past here. I'm going to fire the cannons, which is, yeah, leaving a lot of craters everywhere. We've got these guys on bikes running in. Let me just go through them, and yeah, we now have option for a mine layer or a ram. We don't have options for the teleporter, so it looks like I need to unlock that before we come in. So fair enough. I'm going to go with the mine layer for now, although I fear that might have been a bit of a mistake, but let's see how we get on. So once again, shooting over here. Yeah, I already regret my decision of picking the mine layer, although it looks like you can now go over your mines and it doesn't set them off. I think previously you might have set off your own mines, but I can't actually remember. That massive explosion, by the way, that wasn't anything to do with me. There is there's this tower. I'm going to call it like a wizard's tower, but it's not. It's just a tall tower. But I just assume a very tall, thin, spindly tower is going to be where the wizard is. Let's go with, for this one, is that a mix of the two? Cooldown in blue and ability in red, maybe. We're going to go with the mortar upgrade. And then, oh, we've now got a special upgrade. So, mortar projectiles, which is special choice A, adds 7 projectiles to the active ability. Or mortar damage, special choice B, adds 25 damage to projectiles. I'm going to go with extra damage. Because I don't need more shots necessarily. I just want yeah, more damage. You can see the marks behind this thing here to show where this big castle has been moving, and I'm just basically trying to take it out as best I can. So I'm going to go behind it and get a couple of shots in, and then we'll fire the mortar, and that's going to carpet that area there. Okay, yep. So I think there's just, in general, it's just a little bit more forgiving in place, especially when it comes to, like, say, movement and maybe damage. But there's also, I think a lot more opponents on this one. Let's continue going around. I think that thing is, what, nearly half health? Yeah, I think so. Okay, what I'll do is I'll make sure I'm at full health for the boss that's going to come in. Let's see if I can, yeah, hoover up all of these guys. We'll place some mines around. There's still also loads of loads of these around. This is where we've got a castle. Sorry, this, not a castle. It is, what is it? It is a citadel of some kind, and I was going to say I'll ram into it there, but that's probably pointless because I haven't got a ram. However, that's now defeated, and we gain another box, which is an artifact. So, bumper, extra melee damage based on speed, or running shoes. When you boost, your friendly units also accelerate. I haven't got any friendly units because I haven't unlocked those. And a stun hammer, melee damage has a 20% chance to stun. Yes, please, because once I get the ram, that will be useful. And oh, okay. So this is the next boss coming in, and yeah, you can see it's got these, I think the technical term is chompers on the front. However, it's also being hit by this other castle. So I'm actually going to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to basically just keep laying mines. I'm going to keep letting it get in the way, this other thing. Let's just pick this up here for extra health. And let's see where the other one is. Out of all of the bosses that I've faced, the one that was the most difficult I find is this thing, because it does, like, see that charge it did, and it also sort of sucks you in. And yeah, I find that it's just quite a difficult one to defeat. However, I am able to, I think, outmaneuver it. This is where actually the speed bonus would have been a bit of a boon for me. Let me go ahead and get another upgrade, which is going to be probably, I've been doing a lot of mortar upgrades, as we can see there. I think we're going to go with extra just... do I need to heal, actually? No, let's go with the cannon cooldown. And, oh, we now have special upgrades for the cannon. Volley adds +1 volley to ability, or adds 1 shot for automatic. I think in general I tend to go for the automatic stuff. I don't know why, it's just, you know, let the game do its thing, and I'm more, it means I can be more focused about maneuvering and going to where I need to go next. And oh, there's a mine layer rare ability, damage going from 100 to 140 and charges up to 11. That's an ability though. Let's go with mortar shot, and I think if I'm lucky here I'm going to get this boss down. So yep, there they go. So, do you want extra speed or extra health? I'm going to go with the extra health. So, we now go up to the next level of tower. And, okay, so we're now going to see even different ones. So, these are new to me, these enemies. So, these are, looks to be like big mortar enemies as well. What we're going to go for this one? Probably ability mine layer or cannon. We're going to go mine layer ability. And, yeah, let's see if we can I eat these? I cannot. But you see, I actually stunned it there. I don't know if that was clear or not, but yeah, I did actually stun it for melee damage, which I like the way this. So that's good. I like that. Previously, you would just get stuck, but now you can just sort of push them around because, well, you are bigger, so you can sort of bully them around. Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of being bullied, this thing is back again. This is our other towery type thing, and I think we'll get to a point now where I can probably defeat it. So I'm just going to go up the back here, and I'll see what I can do. Let's go boost a little bit, fire the cannons, and it feels like this is probably going to be... oh, there's another upgrade here. Oh yes, extra archer crew, that's all good. We've got these other towers here, which I don't think I can eat these ones. No, but there are ones up here that are very low on health, so we're going to ram into that. We're going to activate some abilities. There's one down. We can take out that house. There is another couple of small ones over here. I think around this area, I don't think I've been too much. Let's go with automatic cannon, increased damage, and we've got in this thing coming in. This is still something not to be messed around with. You do have to respect that big castle. Some more health here, and oh, here we go. So this one here, I actually think it's one of the more interesting enemies. It's like this weird round fort thing. Yeah. It's fairly funky. I'm actually gonna run away from it for the time being. You can see I'm being chased by these melee ones now, which have got these. They've not got rams on the front. They've got these big drill attachments on them. So that's yeah, a bit concerning. Enemies are very much getting close, and I'm now of the opinion that I'm not really taking them out. This is where I really wish I'd picked the ram, because that would probably help out a bit better. And I'm getting to a point now I'm losing too much health. Let's go with automatic extra cannon damage, and I'm gonna try and get some distance from all of these guys, and try and get myself some health. There might be some over here. Yes, there is. That's good. So we'll head towards this guy, and we've got that. And then I'm gonna place some mines in, and then I'm gonna fire and fire and fire, and then put the mortar in there. And I'm probably going to come back over, actually, because I can probably hoover up all of the enemies around there and then do another broadside like so, and that's taking a lot of those out. And I do think if we pass this other one, I might get the big drop here if I'm careful enough. Yeah, I think most of these have been actually consumed by this other thing, and then there's our artillery, and that should be it. Yes, there we go. So we're going to go with extra mortar damage, and then we now pick up another artifact. So Cauldron, consuming units accelerates magic ability cooldowns. I don't think I really have many of those. I don't have wizards or anything. We got weak gem, which is just 5% more damage, straight up bonus, and then a next amplifier. The next artifact is 2 times stronger. Oh, let's go with that one. We'll see if that will benefit us. So we've got now cannon ability damage. I'm going to increase because that's actually really, really weak at this stage. What I am weak and low on actually is health. I really need some more health. So I'm actually going to go to the sort of bottom left here a little bit, just because I don't think I've had a proper good look. Let me start placing some more mines in here, and we'll consume over here. Yeah, you can see there's some stuff here that's just remained. Oh, that's still completely factory fresh. There is a front ram, which is now going to give us the last remaining ability. There's also a what is it? It's a magnet. So that allows us to just get a temporary boost in collection radius, and there is some more health. Where are we on at the moment? We're up to 13 seconds remaining in order to get. Oh, here we go. We're going to ram into that. And okay, yeah, that seems a bit unfair. What have we got here? So, choose a new artifact. More magic damage, more arrow damage, and max nitro on level up. I'm going to go with wooden bow, and that should be ×2, right? Because of the... Oh, hang on, get away from that big missile, because it's going to be a big bang, and there it is. Yeah, big bang. And let's see. I'm actually really, really low on health, which is poor. Yeah, okay. And these things. Okay, so these are absolutely horrible. Again, new enemies to me. They're just a big melee spike ball thing, and they just get in your way. This ram here, which is a rare option, we're going to select that. I think if it wasn't for the rare option, I would have picked the extra health. But another reason why I didn't is because, quite frankly, I can get away. I can get away and try and heal up myself. I don't know where all them shots are coming from. I think it's the boss. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Here's some more health, and also the boss is to the side there. So let's see if I can get through. I've taken loads of damage there, but I am sort of out. There we go. Let's just run past these guys. I will actually consume them. Do another broadside. It's on fairly. Yeah, it's on fairly low health. I think it's on. It's about half. Excellent. Let's go with heal instead. And there we go. That's give us some health. Excellent. That's what we want. We're gonna get closer to that. And then we're going to do some more broadsides. But I am getting stuck now. Okay, that's a problem. I'm going to boost away. Even though the boost is actually my melee ability, I've got mortars. So the mortars can fire in, they can fire any direction. I've also got the ability to lay mines. So that is helping me out. I am very much low health here. So if I can boost away. Oh, actually, wait, there might be a... Hey, it's gone. So I'm going to go with heal instead for this next one, and then we're going to go with extra level up for our big castle. Yeah, and now we are also full health, so we're going to turn around because we should be able to go. Yeah, so you can see because of the size increase of the castle, we can now just go I think the technical term is om nom nom and get all of those guys there. Okay, excellent. Right, we're in a much better position than we were previously. Oh, there's loads of enemies over here, but we can consume them all, including this other one here, which is a big loot box. We've got bumper, extra melee damage based on speed, which the thing is very, very slow now. Obviously, I've picked the bonuses for health rather than for speed. So this thing is it's not the fastest, that's for sure. However, what is this thing? It's okay, that's an interesting looking enemy. It's got two massive cannons on the side. Okay, it's not that fast, but it does fire some very, very big shots. Let's go ahead and select this. We're going to go past and do broadsides, but hopefully you can see the scale increase in our tower. You know, we went from basically a couple of wheels and the odd archer and cannon to, well, what's our current cannon broadside? Is it a 10 gun? Is it a 12 gun? I don't know. I do like the effects that are they're on it on the animations. So when you use your ability, they roll back in the cannons, which I think is a nice touch. Let's just continue going ahead and see if we can take these guys out. I don't want to get close to these horrible melee enemies. I call them melee enemies, but yeah, it is. Let's take the fight to them. Oh no, mistakes were made. There we go. Okay, let's head towards here. Oh no, okay, we got a swarm in 10 seconds. There's these shots coming. Look at the speed of those cannonballs. They're really, really slow, which normally means that basically they're exceptionally damaging. All right, so I'm just going around here, doing what I can. Let's do a ram, and oh yeah, that's really not doing much damage at all. Let's continue laying some mines. I'm going to go back up this way, although I can't really see what I'm doing. Let's select all of these. Let's run away from the cannonballs. I just managed to get away. What's this? Extra damage for cannons, which is automatic. Oh yeah, go on, we'll go for that one. And legendary upgrades. Bouncing shot. Ability projectiles set off an additional shot on explosion, or after explosion, ability projectiles trigger an additional explosion after a short delay. Oh, so that's like, that'll bounce. Or I've picked bouncing shot before, so I know what that's like. I like the idea of this other cannon one. So we basically it's almost like laying some more mines, because it's going to trigger that shot again. And it goes off. Oh yeah, there we are. Right, excellent. Let's just consume this treasure. More magic damage, more melee damage. Cannonballs get knocked back. Oh yeah, that could be interesting. Let's fire in. Oh, it's going to be 10 seconds. Oh, okay. Performance is starting to become an issue. All right, fair enough. So I'm going to consume these guys. Let's see. We'll say fire. And there's all the shots that have rang out. Didn't miss, sadly, that cannon shot. There's also some more of these health guys in now. Don't know what the technical term is, but there you go. Get away from that big area effect shot. Baiting out the cannon shells. Looks like there's a few more that I can grab. Let's go with reduction in ability cooldown for the ram. And get away from that thing before it fires again. Although I can... What? That's sliding sideways. What's going on there? Interesting. Okay, let's just lay some mines and fire out all of our cannon shots. And yeah, just bring them over here. Where are we on for health? Health is 528 of 575. Enemy main end boss, I think, actually, in 13 seconds once again. So I'm going to rush over here then to consume this and get the last remaining health. I want to be full health before I go in to try and defeat the boss. Let's just use some last abilities here, and then maybe a charge in to get a couple of melee hits on these guys. More mines. Oh, this is bad. This is a fail, maybe. Whoa, what is that? Look at that. There's like a big... sort of tornado coming in, this fire tornado, and I think that is the boss, isn't it? Okay, right. So what I'm gonna have to do then is run away. Let's go with additional RAM ability. All I'm doing now is basically just running away, trying to bait out the boss, which is this big tower. We can barely see it actually because of where it is. It's just at the top there with the big wheels, but I'm just going to use like mine layers and stuff, and all I need to do really is just keep running away and going over the mines. So it's not a... Oh, there you go, on the left it's like a fire wizard. It actually is... It's actually very Sauron, isn't it? It's like the Eye of Sauron. Is that Barad-dûr? Yeah, should hang my head in shame not knowing it. Anyway, let's boost past all these guys. Oh, we've just been hit massively with one of them big cannonballs. But all I'm really doing now, like I say, is just firing out, baiting the shots out, putting down mines, and... Oh, yeah, there's going to be some capture here. Stay away from these guys. Oh, the tower is actually still down there. I don't know if you can see it, but things are getting a bit... Yeah, a bit spicy now. That's the technical term. Ooh, let's go with extra ability damage. There's so many enemies now. That's the problem, is that I'm not actually... all I'm doing is just running away. But that's not too much of a concern if I can continually get some health. Let's fire away. This might be actually the winning volley. The winning volley there. Oh, down to... we're down to half health, and the enemy is... I'm going to heal instead here. And the enemy is on... what we are? 1,100? Yeah, but however, we've just ran into some more health castles. And this should be it now. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a ram and charge. And there we go. Thank you for playing. Please don't hesitate to write us your feedback on Discord, and don't forget to fill out your form for the wish list in the game on Steam. It really helps us. Let's go to end screen. Time survived is 20 minutes, 10 seconds. Gold collected is a new record of 5,604. Let's go back to the overworld, because if we were to do a new run, which we won't in this video, that's, I think, a nice time to leave it there and fairly representative of the game as a whole. I think at this stage, unless there's other levels available in the demo. But you can see now I've got 6,011 gold, so I can get either different crew, or my main thing is I really want the fire wizard. Saving up for that would be really cool. But obviously you've got artifacts and other level ups here. But hopefully you can see, you know, what the game is. You can pick up what the game's putting down, really. We can see the idea. You play through the levels, you will go ahead and consume everything possible, defeat the opponents, level up, and obviously choose between all of the different options, which will become more expansive as you play the game in the long term, because then you'll unlock different modules and crew and captains, etc. Obviously there's going to be more levels available. You know, there was swamp and there was desert there. There's probably going to be sort of longer form sort of campaign and things like that, but yeah, as a small slice, yeah, very much it's very enjoyable, very fun concept as well. The main takeaway, as I said, is it is, I think, just better to control since I last played it, which was, let's say, my main concern on that one. And if I had any criticism, it was because of that. But again, it was a very early build. But what I've played, and obviously what is paid, which is a demo, nothing. Yeah, all good. Looking forward to see how the game progresses. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more, let me know too. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.